Welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be doing yet another Warzone mobile test on Redmagic 9 S Pro, which has the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. The test will be done in 3 parts: low graphics, medium graphics and peak graphics. Battle Royale and multiplayer performance will also be tested. Now let's see how the most powerful Android processor performs in the most unoptimized mobile game of the year. Let's start off with the lowest graphics. FPS is fluctuating between 90 and 120 FPS when landing, which isn't all that bad. Alright, let's start counting our FPS. FPS is currently at 120 FPS at the moment, which ain't a surprise given how powerful the processor is. Let's see how long it maintains it. We ain't even 1 minute in and the FPS is dropping to the low 100. FPS just dropped to 90 right there, so anyone that says they get constant 120 FPS is probably lying to you. Right now, FPS is barely getting to 120 FPS, which given the processor is a massive letdown. Given that we are playing on the lowest graphics, someone with this processor should be expecting 120 FPS 90% of the time.
Gas is closing in.
So the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is basically averaging 105 FPS on the lowest graphics, which speaks loud on how bad Warzone Mobile is optimized. Let's head over to medium graphics. Right off the bat, FPS has dropped significantly to 70 FPS when landing compared to 120 FPS on lowest graphics. Alright, let's start counting our FPS. Hope you guys can see this shadow bug on the ground. I also encountered it when testing the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. I find this particular bug quite irritating.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Currently, FPS is currently hovering between 80 to 90 FPS. The performance you are seeing right now is because of the sheer power of Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. With a little optimization, it would have been getting 120 FPS.
Enemy UAV active. Gas is closing in.
Alright, let's move over to peak graphics and see how the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs. When landing, the FPS drops to 60, which ain't bad for peak graphics.
Alright lads, let's get it done. Enemy dropping into the AO. Be advised, enemy team...
These shadow bugs are really irritating to see. How on earth does this bug even happen? Let's get outside before counting our FPS. Peak graphics gets around 60 plus FPS, which means you can play constant 60 FPS on peak graphics, which just shows how powerful the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is. Okay, I take that back. FPS just dropped to 40, which means you can't get constant 60 FPS on peak graphics. Let's head over to multiplayer, enjoy the gameplay.
Kill confirmed. Destroy the enemy and collect their death. UAV active.
That's my breath! Drag out! Change your mags.
They're gaining ground. Don't stop. Confirmed. Enemy KIA.
Stun grenade out!
Dropped this.
KIA confirmed. Mission is complete. Good work. Hostiles are captured and hold the target area. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Changing maps!
UAV ready for testing.
Stun grenade! Changing maps!
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Got your back.
Stun grenade!
Enemies inside the perimeter. Friendly UAV online. Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile
Check
UAV
your bloody
active.
fire!
Grenade! Stun grenade!
Enemies inside the perimeter.
To summarize the whole test, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is the only Android processor that can actually play Warzone Mobile properly. It get above 100 FPS on both Battle Royale and multiplayer. This shouldn't be a surprise, but yet again we are talking about the most unoptimized mobile game of all time. If you want to play Warzone Mobile so bad, I recommend the Redmagic 9S Pro. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.